Events like TwitchCon are an amazing time. You can build friends, network with people, get sponsorships. And if you haven't gone there with a plan before, it can be kind of overwhelming, right? And I'm just talking about people who do this as their full-time careers and businesses. If you're going there just to vibe and have fun and meet people, that's totally cool. Maybe this video isn't for you, but if you're curious, stick around. If you don't know who I am, my name is Peter Lam. I help Twitch streamers grow on YouTube. I also help with growing personal brands, and I have been going to conventions since 2013, from PAX, DreamHack, Evo, TwitchCon, you name it. And I just want to share my experiences in hopes that you can take something away from it and apply it to the way that you approach networking at events. So first of all, if you're going to go to TwitchCon without a plan, you're going to be super lost, right? And I would say it's a waste of money if you go in without a plan. It's expensive. You got tickets, you got travel, you got hotels and food. It's a 3-day event with a lot of opportunities, but you got to know what kind of opportunities you're looking for. So the key is balance, right? You got to have a plan when it comes to brands and industry professionals, right? You're trying to build that professional connections to help you either get signed to an agency or get sponsorships. That you can have a lot more structured plan. And then when it comes to actually meeting streamers and building friendships, this applies to the industry professionals too. You got to go with the flow, because at the end of the day, people are people and you can't manufacture relationships. You can't force these things. So you need both mindsets to really get the most out of TwitchCon. So every single year before I go to an event, I go on the website and I look at who are the sponsors there, who are the vendors. I got to see if these companies are companies that already work with creators. Are they interested in working with creators? So I do a little bit of research. This year at TwitchCon, you have people like Honda, Toyota, State Farm, Verizon, right? You also have people like PC partners like Fractal Design, iBuyPower, Asus. And then you also have charity streams, or not charity streams, but you have charities, right? Like Gamers Outreach or St. Jude. There's a lot of them there that it's a huge list. I made a list, and from that list, I'm like, okay, I want to go talk to these people. And so when I go there, maybe I can figure out who's going to attend so I can try to set up meetings beforehand. And this is where I'm going to talk about a platform that a lot of streamers, I think, underutilize and kind of sleep on. It's LinkedIn. And I know there's a lot of memes about LinkedIn, right? But honestly, streamers hang out on Twitter, on Instagram, on Threads, right? But then the industry professionals who actually talk about what's going on in the industry, when they talk about sponsorship opportunities and how they approach things from the brand side, they're all on LinkedIn. I'm there, I see the conversations, and it really helps give you insight to what they're up to and how they're approaching sponsorships from this year or next year. That's when you could also do research too, right? If you go look at one of the brands that you're interested in talking to on LinkedIn, you could figure out the employees of those brands and figure out, okay, cool. So this person is the marketing person, the brand person, or the influencer marketing person. See if they're going to go to TwitchCon, reach out and say, hey, I'm a streamer. I'm trying to go to TwitchCon. Would you be down to meet for like 5 minutes somewhere, grab some coffee? If that doesn't work and reaching out cold is nerve-wracking, at least you know who you're looking for. When you go to those brands on the show floor, ask for those specific positions or people and be like, hey, is this person here today? Or do you have a influencer partnerships manager that I can talk to, or influencer marketing person that I can talk to? That's when you start the conversations. When you go there and you finally get that person to talk to you, you tell them what you do and try to keep this like 1 to 2 sentences, and then say what you're interested in about that brand. You have to actually be interested in the brand. Don't go to a brand just because they're big. The way I network is all about being genuine. Even though they're big brands, if I don't use their products or services, or I don't believe in their mission, I don't want to approach them because there's nothing to talk about. And so if there are brands that I am super interested in, it's easier to talk about, like, I really love that you guys did this. I love that you guys built that. It makes the conversation way more natural. And also it makes the partnerships natural. The one thing that I've learned is that a lot of these people at these brands, they're already so busy doing a bunch of other things that they don't have time to plan out, okay, cool, this is the stuff that we want to do with this particular content creator. Right? They might have like big campaigns that involves a lot of different content creators, but when it comes to working with individuals, if you already have an idea of what you want to do, it's going to progress the conversation so much faster. It's like having a plan. When you go in there, talk to them for a little bit, say nice to meet you, ask if you can connect with them on LinkedIn. Or if they do Twitter, some actually still just stay on Twitter or Instagram. You can do that too. Whatever platform they prefer. Just make sure you keep a note of all the people you reached out to. When the event is over, say on a Monday or Tuesday, reach out, follow up, see if they want to take a call to talk further about opportunities or just to learn more about what the company is doing. If there are no opportunities, at least you have an idea of what they're doing. When you have an idea of, hey, I actually have a platform, I have a lot of viewers, I have a community, and I know you guys are doing this. I would love to help promote this in some way. You see, that makes things so much more organic later down the line. And this is just upkeeping the relationship, right? Becoming friends with these people first and not trying to make it super transactional, even though I know that was kind of the goal in the first place. But honestly, the best deals that I've done, sponsorships, or the best things that came out of working in the industry came from me being friends with these people, talking to them over time, seeing them at all the different events, just catching up with them as people before trying to make a transaction happen. All right. So you should be strategic, but chill. And now this is the part where I'm going to talk about streamers and communities and content creators. This is where you could be a little bit more casual about it. And what I mean to have a plan in this sense is that you probably play a specific game. You probably belong to a specific type of community, whether you're like a cozy gamer, you're a variety gamer, you're an IRL streamer, or you play Marvel Rivals, you're a part of the Valorant community. You're already part of some kind of community within the streaming space. And so this is where you want to ask the people beforehand, hey, what are you guys doing at TwitchCon? Are there any meetups for this particular game? I'm sure you have one or two friends that might be going to TwitchCon that might know a person that knows a person. And so you get info ahead of time of all the stuff that's happening within TwitchCon, outside of TwitchCon, around it, right? And this is where you can start to find more fun things to do. Because if you walk around the show floor, after a day, you've pretty much seen everything. So you want to hang with your community. And of course, this is all with the mindset of trying to build relationships and seeing who you vibe with and who you actually be friends with and who you want to play games with or do whatever with. Then after getting to know these people, go collab, right? That's the fun part about being a content creator. Like you can go collaborate with people. You can create something new together. So for me, I'm part of the fighting game community. I know what's going on. I know what's happening. I'm friends with a lot of fighting game people. I'm even doing a brand activation there with iBuyPower. I could bring some fighting game people over, connect them with my friends at iBuyPower and see if we can make something happen. If not, we're just going to be there playing games. And then there's after parties, there's meetups. And so I have a community of people that I already know based off of my previous experience talking to people online, playing video games with them. It just makes life so much easier at TwitchCon and makes things so much more fun. Now, I'm going to talk about the after parties because there are actually a lot of after parties there. Some super exclusive, some open, some that you got to pay for, some are free. If you want to know about the after party list, Zach Boosie usually puts a huge list out. You have to subscribe to his newsletter. Even if you have to pay a little bit, I think it's really worth it. He does a good job curating all of that. I'll leave his Twitter link in the description and probably the link to his newsletter there too, so you could check it out. If not, you could ask around. Somebody has like a Google spreadsheet somewhere. There's multiple spreadsheets always floating around. You just got to ask people in your Discord, in your creator friend group. There's something. Gaslamp District, that's the area right in front of the convention center. That's also really fun too. A lot of streamers hang out there. There's always stuff happening at the Marriott, the Hard Rock, or other hotels nearby. So, go look around, see where people are trying to congregate. And that's a good way to go and just try to talk and find new people too, right? Or Tacos El Gordo. Everyone's going to be at Tacos El Gordo, and it's really dope. You might see some people that you recognize and go say hi and see if you want to grab some food together. I also recognize that a lot of the stuff I've been saying is based on my experience. I'm a little bit more extroverted. I'm kind of like an ambivert, right? During events, I'm super extroverted. And then when I'm at home, I kind of just want a potato all day. My advice here is that stay within your friend group. And usually your friend groups will go talk to other groups of friends, people like within, like 1 or 2 degrees of separation. You'll meet people there. And so within those friend group meetups, that's probably where you do your best friendship building. And it's a more comfortable environment when it's like 2 to 5 people. If you have a group and you stick with them and there's a new person that enters the group or a new group enters, try to say hi and get to know the person. It's way less anxiety inducing than all the stuff I've been saying about going to after parties, going to the Gaslamp District, trying to talk to random people at Tacos El Gordo. That's a me thing and I'm okay with doing that. But I know Even for me, it's kind of scary, but I push myself to do it anyways. Oh, one more thing about the gas lamp district. If you go around there, buddy system, please. Like it's usually pretty safe throughout the day and nighttime. But if you start going towards the outskirts of the gas lamp, or it gets really late, like 2 in the morning, it can get kind of sketched. I have had interactions with kind of like weird people that you're just not sure about. So based off of my experience, just go with the buddy system, walk to places together. We just want to safety first, safety first. Go with the flow, right? Once you're actually meeting people, that's when the go with the flow part kicks in. Don't try to make every interaction productive. Just talk about the games that you like, talk about the things that you like, talk about the weather. Small talk is a good way to build relationships. It's a check to see who you vibe with. Think of it like dating, right? Like you're not trying to go for the kiss on the very first meet, like, hi, nice to meet you. Can I kiss you? You want to build a connection first, right? Over time, then that's when you might collaborate, stream together, help each other out, see each other at a different event or the next year's TwitchCon. When you're like in those situations, grabbing lunch, dinner, breakfast with a small group, that's cool. That's where real relationships form. Going to a cafe, just taking a break from the convention, sitting down and just talking to people. That's where a lot of my friendships have grown from. So yeah. One more thing that I think that's like a super real thing is setting expectations correctly. Not everyone you're going to meet is going to become a close friend. Not everyone you meet will actually be nice. There are some people that you can tell are very like, they're there just to climb or promote themselves. Not saying they're bad people, but the way they come off can be a little unsavory. When I met people over the years and they just hand me their business card without even talking to me first, and they're just like, hey, I streamed this, like, nice to meet you. Like, it already feels like they're just trying to advertise to me, and it just feels off. I want to get to know you first. Don't just give out your cards to random people at your meeting. It never really works. There are way better ways to grow your stream. If you want to learn that, stick around on this channel, subscribe. I'll be posting more about that, but don't pitch to other streamers. It gets really weird. Not everyone's going to be a close friend, and that's totally fine. Not everyone is going to be nice. You're not going to vibe with everybody. And also, if you want to meet big streamers, just know that they're big streamers, right? They have their own sets of plans and things to deal with. They have their own boundaries and they have to protect their space, their personal space. When I started going to conventions in 2013, I would meet all these really popular people. I was starting at college at that time. In my mind, I was like, oh, I could meet these people and they could become friends with me. I had these big dreams, daydreams about meeting these people, and all of a sudden I become friends with them super easily. Like, it doesn't really work out like that. That will actually lead to disappointment. That will lead to you feeling like you're not worth anything. It just feels very bad, but it's not. It's really not you. This is not like the cliche breakup line, but it's more them. They just have their own agenda. They have their own space. And from a person to person connection, it takes time to build relationships with some people. There are some people that I've met though that are super popular and they're down to earth. They're down to talk, have a conversation, and it's really great. Just know not all popular streamers are going to be like that. Don't set your expectations too high. Don't think everyone's going to become your friend on the first go. But also, don't think everything is doomer either, because if you go in with the mindset of nobody wants to be my friend, you're just going to self-manifest that. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Go in, see what's going on, go with the flow, talk to people, make some friends. If good things happen, good things happen. If nothing happens, then nothing happens. You just got to find the balance. Just to reiterate everything, because I know I've been yapping for a little bit, the best way to network at events is a mix of intention and openness. You go in with a plan and figure out who you want to meet and what kind of things you want to achieve, especially with the brands. But once you're in the moment, just go with the flow. Don't set unrealistic expectations, no dream scenarios, no worst case spirals. Just be present, have fun, talk to people, see where it goes. At the end of the day, TwitchCon is about the people, right? It's about building friendships. It's about building relationships. It's not about pitching. It's not about getting things done. Getting things done will happen after the event. So yeah, that's all I got to say. If you like this, follow this channel, subscribe to this channel. I'll be posting more content about how to grow as a content creator. I've been going to conventions for so long, and I thought I might as well share some stories, some lessons based off of my experience. And I hope this helped you out. Thank you for watching. Peace out. Have fun. Stay safe.